San Antonio starts right now.
Gunshots ripped through a van with a family inside behind a Walmart. What police now are relying on to find out what led up to the shooting.
And 3 people able to escape flames inside a home in a building. Now that home destroyed. We're live in the city's south side with the latest details.
71 degrees at 6 o'clock this morning. Feeling a little muggy, a little breezy out there. Sarah Spivey will have our Saturday forecast in just a bit.
But for now, good morning. It is 6 o'clock this Saturday, April 23rd. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. I was joking yesterday. I feel like I haven't seen the sun in like 2 weeks.
No, I know. So on Thursday, never came out and did this drizzle, not drizzle thing. No rain, don't rain. Just be somebody. Either rain or don't rain.
You got to put that on a t-shirt.
Be somebody, rain. But yesterday the sun came out a little later. It was actually ended up being kind of nice, Sarah.
Yeah, and today is going to be a lot like yesterday. But the big thing that you'll notice today, which may be a little inconvenient for folks, is the humidity. Right, it's going to be humid all day long, and then it's going to be pretty windy too. I mean, we're already seeing windy conditions out there right now. Let's take a look outside with live cam. It is 71 degrees, cloudy skies, and look at those winds. Winds are sustained from the south at about 15 miles per hour, and throughout the day today, we're going to see wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, and it's humid with dew points in the mid 60s. We're not seeing any drizzle out there at the moment, but we could see some isolated drizzle over the next couple of hours. It's 68 in Bernie, 72 in New Braunfels, 70 in Converse, 71 in Hondo, and 65 up in the Hill Country in Los Maples. All right, here's your weekend forecast. Today, morning clouds, afternoon sun, and a high temperature in the mid to upper 80s. Again, it's going to be windy both today and tomorrow. Wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour from the south. Tomorrow, Sunday, a slightly better chance for some drizzle in the morning hours, and once again, we'll see some afternoon sun. 88 degrees for the high on Sunday. Sarah was talking about we want the rain to be somebody. Monday looks like our best chance for good rain in a while. I'll have those details for you coming up in a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, San Antonio Fire Department investigating flames inside a neighborhood on the city's south side.
Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live. Good morning, Jonathan. We know this all happened just a couple of hours ago. What have you been able to learn?
Good morning, Sarah. Well, we are learning this fire all started inside of a storage space behind a house where, listen to this, mattresses were being stored. We know San Antonio Fire Department were called out to the 400 block of West South Cross to this storage space up in flames close to 3 this morning. That fire quickly spreading to the home and the house next door, but firefighters were fortunately able to quickly gain control and put out the flames. Now, crews on scene tell us there was a family of 3 inside the home who were able to get out safely. No other injuries were reported. Right now, the structure where the fire originally started is considered a complete loss, but of course arson is investigating. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. New this morning, San Antonio police are hoping you can help them find a 72-year-old man who has disappeared. This is Antonio Espinoza. He was last seen yesterday on Rimrock Trail. Police say he has a medical condition that requires a doctor's care. He is 5'7", about 170 pounds, with brown eyes and gray and black hair. He was last seen wearing blue jeans with a long-sleeve maroon button-up shirt. He also goes by the name Tony. So if you know where he is or you might have seen him, you are urged to call the Missing Persons Unit for SAPD. That number on your screen right now, 210-207-7660.
Also new this morning, 2 people working to figure out what comes next after flames filled their apartment on the city's north side. So fire crews called out to this apartment complex in the 7600 block of Blanco Road just before 5 p.m. yesterday. Firefighters on the scene saying 2 people were cooking when a grease fire sparked and that fire spread. Several fire trucks needed to put out the blaze. Authorities on the scene saying when the first truck arrived, flames could be seen burning outside of the apartment. The tenants who lived in the unit, they were able to get out safely, as were their 2 dogs. Luckily, no injuries reported. As for what happens next, apartment management says they are now working to relocate the people living there to another apartment.
Investigators are combing through surveillance video this morning as they try to piece together information about what led to a shooting behind a Walmart on Petrenko and Loop 1604.
That shooting involving an off-duty Schertz police officer. So take a look. This all happened just after 3 yesterday afternoon. Officers there Well, they're being told to be on a lookout with a man with a gun. So when officers arrived, they found a driver of a gray sedan and several bullet holes in a dark colored van. Inside that van, a man in his 40s and a woman. Now, officers tended to both of them until EMS arrived.
There seems to have been some kind of altercation. I don't know if it was a verbal altercation in the parking lot in the front of Walmart, but as they were leaving, that's when the shots were fired.
Well, the investigation is now focused on surveillance cameras showing what led up to the shooting. Again, this happened at a Walmart on the far west side. Police say that off-duty officer did stay on scene. At this time, police have not identified him, but pending the investigation, they say he could face 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon.
A drug investigation at a local high school ends with officers finding a gun on campus. Northeast ISD confirming this all happened at Johnson High School yesterday. Now, the school's principal sending parents a letter saying a student was selling vapes with THC in them. A district officer then searched the student's car, found a gun in the glove box. The letter emphasized the student did not carry the gun into school. According to the district, that student was detained.
Well, right now, take a look at your screen. Investigators in Terrell Hills want you to take a really good look at this man. He's accused of robbing a car on Wednesday on Canterbury Hill. That's near Eisenhower Road and North New Braunfels Avenue. Police say he stole a credit card and say they have surveillance video of him using that credit card at Target. The suspect appears to be a white man in his 20s or 30s with a tattoo on his upper right arm. If you know who he is and where he may be, you can call that number right now on your screen, 210-824-6954.
Now to the latest in our nation's capital, a shooting in Washington, D.C., turning into a terrifying situation yesterday. We know 4 people injured. The suspect is dead.
This morning, investigators are working to figure out a motive. ABC's Christine Sloan has the latest.
Police say the person suspected of opening fire in a Washington, D.C. neighborhood, leaving 4 people hurt, is dead.
We believe that the suspect took his own life as MPD members were entering or breaching the apartment where the suspect was located.
Investigators did not identify that person Friday night, but did say they found 6 guns, including long guns, handguns, and ammunition. Late Friday, they tweeted pictures of several of those weapons.
Evil reared its ugly head in our community.
Earlier, police identified 23-year-old Raymond Spencer as a person of interest in the case and said they wanted to talk to him. Friday night, they said they were no longer looking for Spencer as a person of interest. Rapid gunfire erupting in this neighborhood around 3:20 Friday afternoon. Police swarming the area surrounded by schools and government embassies as SWAT teams moved from building to building in search of an active shooter. This video appears to show police bringing an injured woman to safety. Police say 4 people were shot, including a child. People were seen running for cover as neighbors were urged to shelter in place, schools going into lockdown. Officers say they don't yet know what the shooter's motive was. Christine Sloan, ABC News, New York.
In other news this morning, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signing several bills into law, but 2 of them directly targeting Disney. So new laws strip away the theme park's self-governing status, and it ends exemption to the state's law about big tech censorship. So the Republican-controlled legislature passed the bills this week. One of those bills declare that any special district created before November of 1968 will be dissolved. Now, that could have huge tax implications on the Disney company, but tax experts and legislators say eliminating the district could also have unintended consequences for county taxpayers. Lawmakers there in Florida still determining the exact repercussions, but they say it could lead to higher taxes for those living in the area. Time now, just about 6:09, 71 degrees out.
All right, we're going to take a look outside with live cam. 71 degrees at 6:09. Sarah Spivey says it's going to be a humid day and windy, so maybe lots of hairspray today. Pull the hair back. Max knows all about that hairspray. She'll be back with our forecast.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. Not that happy if you stepped outside. How's the hair doing?
It's okay. It's
settling?
It's hanging in there, but I know there's a lot of outdoor events this week, and we have the Poteet Strawberry Festival.
Oh, we got the air show coming up.
The air show. So if people head out there, what can they expect?
Well, the wind and the humidity will be the norm for all of us around the KSAT 12 viewing area. So a little inconvenient with the high humidity and the gusty winds, but we don't expect any rain until the beginning of this upcoming week. So we've got a lot to chat about in the forecast. Let's take a look outside right now. It is cloudy. That is a familiar sight. We have had ditto weather for several days here of clouds in the morning and even some afternoon sun. That's going to be the case today too. 71 degrees out there, and the things that stick out to me, winds are already breezy from the south at about 15 miles per hour, and it's already humid too. Dew points are in the mid to upper 60s. That is, you can feel, that is noticeable humidity out there. All right, let's take a look at temperatures across the KSAT 12 viewing area. It's 73 in Del Rio, 71 in Uvalde, 73 in Pleasanton, 72 in New Braunfels, 68 in Kerrville, and 71 here in San Antonio. Generally right around 70 degrees for the morning low, fairly warm morning, and it is very humid. Take a look at the dew points out there. Dew points are in the mid to upper 60s just about everywhere you look, and that is closer to the top of our scale. Now, those winds that are strong right now are pulling in that Gulf of Mexico moisture, and that's why we see the humidity being very high. Winds sustained at 16 miles per hour in San Antonio, close to 20 up in Kerrville in the hill country. These are sustained winds. And it's windy everywhere, including out west toward Del Rio, Ozona, Cotulla, and Beeville. Closer view here around the metro area, 16 mile per hour wind in New Braunfels and 19 mile per hour sustained wind in Canyon Lake. We're also seeing very high wind gusts at this time too. Wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, close to 30 mile per hour wind gusts right now in San Antonio, 25 mile per hour wind gusts in New Braunfels, 33 mile per hour wind in Los Maples. And we're going to continue to see the gusty winds, not only today, but also tomorrow. But for the day today, throughout the day, we'll have occasional wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour. So it is going to be windy all day long. If you have any outdoor plans, know that you're going to have to deal with that wind and the humidity. So clouds are going to stick around for the morning here, but as we head into the afternoon, we'll be able to see some sunshine. So eventually, even though it's mild out there right now, it's going to become very warm. We'll be looking at a high temperature in the mid to upper 80s around San Antonio metro area. It'll be 85 in Converse, 88 at Port SA, 86 in Seguin, closer to 90 degrees the further west you go, 89 in Hondo, 91 in Sabinal, 89 in Pleasanton, 88 in Floresville, and then up in the hill country, low to mid 80s. So here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Yeah, you could see some isolated patchy drizzle out there, maybe a sprinkle or two through the early morning hours here, and it's still going to be cloudy by 10. Then as we head into the afternoon, that's when we're going to see breaks in the clouds. It's going to get warm. Right around noon, we'll be close to 80 degrees, and winds are going to be sustained from the south again all day long, 15 to 20 miles per hour. It's going to be a windy day, as I've said. And then as we head into the afternoon hours, we'll see more partly cloudy skies, so a little bit more sunshine, high temperature of 86 forecast for the day here in San Antonio. And it's going to be a mild but windy evening too, with temperatures falling into the 70s by midnight. All right, take a look at this dynamic system across the United States. We've got snow in the Rockies, rainfall across the Midwest. This is the front that is going to be moving through on Monday, bringing us a good chance for rain. The best chance for rain we have had in a while in San Antonio. So tomorrow, much of the same, some morning drizzle, afternoon sun. Starting tomorrow night and into Monday, that's when we'll see rain pick up, especially for folks up north of San Antonio. And then throughout the day on Monday, we'll be dealing with scattered storms. Some of those storms could be on the stronger side, but we'll be keeping an eye on things. We desperately need the rain, so it is nice to see rain chances there on the forecast. Coming up in the next half hour, I'm going to detail how much rain we could see, but after that front moves through on Monday night, we'll have some lingering rain into Tuesday, and temperatures will be much cooler on Tuesday. Highs only in the 70s. You know, on average, we see a high temperature of 82 this year, so that's quite a bit cooler than seasonably average, and we're hoping to rack up rain. Forecast rainfall totals coming up in the next half hour. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 617, 71 degrees out.
Okay, the athletic wear company Lululemon is laying out some new membership tiers and hopes you can find the right one that fits your needs. The details straight ahead.
And right after the break, We have our Educator of the Month series introducing you to a local teacher whose career path started in another field, but she now says teaching is her greatest love. We're going to introduce you to her in just a bit.
Educator of the Month, brought to you by First Mark Credit Union.
All right, she's a history teacher at Burbank High School, and her goal, making sure her students succeed. Now her students are making sure she's being recognized for all of her hard work.
We want to introduce you to Amanda Neary. She is KSAT's Educator of the Month, and KSAT was able to surprise her with the award. Stephanie Cerna explains.
With our Teacher of the Month for the month of March.
Big cheers for Amanda Neary as she receives KSAT's Educator of the Month award.
All right, when you're in your groups, please number yourselves off 1 to 4.
She tells us her career path wasn't always in education, but after working outside of the field, she knows now that teaching is her greatest love.
Do you guys have social? Yes. Okay, so some of yours might overlap with like Castro's characteristics and traits. I went to school for it, and then I took a break and worked in like a law office. I worked in a hotel for a little while, and then realized that there's nothing else I really loved as much as teaching. So I'm back. Can't get rid of me yet. The economic ones are going to be a little harder to find, so do your best.
Amanda Neary is a history teacher at Burbank High School. The course is part of the San Antonio Independent School District's International Baccalaureate program.
These kids have worked harder than probably most students in this same program have in the past. Last year was really hard. They weren't in here. They were virtual, and they've had to learn kind of everything from last year and then also this year. So I'm very proud of them.
While Amanda says she is honored to be recognized this way, she says it's her students that keep her wanting to do her best.
I think that teachers are good teachers when they're here for the kids and for no other reason.
Hold it up a little bit higher. There we go.
I'm here. I work hard for them because I want them to succeed. They've got a test in 3 weeks. I keep telling them, but I think that's what's really important.
Stephanie Cerna, KSAT 12 News.
And you can nominate a deserving teacher for our Educator of the Month series. Just head to ksat.com/educator. If nominated, the teacher receives a $500 Visa gift card. That is so cool.
Very cool. Congratulations.
Time now, 6:23, 71 degrees out.
Well, still ahead, Lululemon is set to offer 2 different membership plans to its customers. You know, we have one of those in the quarry. So what's included with those memberships? Well, athletic wear company Lululemon is looking to lock in more of its customers with new membership plans. A free plan would give members early access to new products. Another plan that costs $40 a month would offer more perks like in-person events or online exercise classes. Those membership plans are set to launch later this year. I know we have one of those at La Cantera, another one in the quarry. You know, they could lower their prices too.
There you go.
You know, sales.
Yeah, you got to make that money. Time now, 6:27, 71 degrees out.
Well, there's much more to come the next half hour of GMSA. Instead of being bound for the trash can, a woman in Florida is recycling plastic bags to give them another result for...
Yeah, she's recycling.
Yeah, she's recycling and helping the environment.
And what is next for Michelle Barientes Vela? A big update in her case and why it's being delayed. We're going to explain. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday, 6:30 this morning, April 23rd. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us.
Good morning.
There's a lot going on out there.
Yeah, we have the Poteet Strawberry Festival happening down in Poteet. Big deal. And then we have the air show, which our Jonathan Cotto will be covering later in the morning. Sarah, I walked outside and it's the wind was starting to really blow in.
Oh my goodness, yes, and it's bringing in the humidity too. So high humidity and high winds, that's the weather story for the day today. It's going to be warm, humid, and windy, and it's already windy and mild outside. So let's take a look out there right now. San Antonio, 71 degrees, cloudy. New Braunfels, it's cloudy too, 72. Seguin at 70 and Pleasanton at 73. If you are heading out to the Great Texas Air Show at JBSA Randolph, the gates open at 9 and the show starts at 11. It's going to be, windy and humid, but fairly nice. At 11, it should be cloudy still, but then as we head into the afternoon hours, some sunshine. Later afternoon, we'll be looking at a high high temperature of 86 degrees, and winds are going to gust out there up to about 30 miles per hour. So a nice show, I'm sure, going to go on, but a little humid and a little windy. Still, get out and enjoy today if you can. It is going to be humid and windy today, as I just mentioned. Coming up, though, tomorrow, pretty much ditto weather. What do I mean by that? The same, ditto, on Sunday. We are going to have a little bit of drizzle in the morning hours on Sunday with the afternoon sunshine. But then we're really excited because Monday we have our best chance for rain in a while. It's looking like we could have some healthy rainfall totals too from Monday's rain events. So coming up, we'll detail that, and we'll talk more about how windy it's going to get throughout the day and throughout the weekend. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, we do have an update on a criminal case against ex-Constable Michelle Barientes Vela. The judge handling the case has delayed her trial for another 4 months. The judge is giving the defense team more time to look over evidence in the case. The case against Barientes Vela centers around a tampering with evidence charge. Her legal team says they only recently learned of audio recordings from the state's star witness. The former constable's legal team will have until late August to review those recordings.
Well, San Antonio police are trying to use any and all resources available to them to try to fight crime. Their mission includes working with criminology experts.
So they're gathering data in the classroom to take to the streets. And while this collaboration is in the beginning stages, researchers tell Lead Waldman their efforts are already paying off in other places.
Lights, crime scene tape, gunshots. It's becoming all too familiar in the city of San Antonio.
Every time we hear gunshots going off, and you don't know if those are going to be flying anywhere and hitting somebody.
I don't even let my grandkids come outside anymore because that's how bad it is.
It's a problem UTSA criminology professor Michael Smith wants to fix.
There's not a thing in that plan that we don't have evidence for in the literature based on good evaluation science that we know works.
Smith and his partner Rob Tillier are working with the San Antonio Police Department. They're looking at what crimes are being reported, when and where they're happening, and what can be done to stop them from happening again, something they already are doing with Dallas police.
In a very short period of time, we're trying to reallocate those resources or recommend a DPD, because they ultimately do it, right, where they should be sending folks about every 3 months.
Dallas police launched its evidence-based crime plan last May. Since then, violent street crime has dropped more than 50% in their targeted areas.
We're constantly looking at numbers, looking at data with them, strategizing new ideas, ways to tweak the baseline strategy to make it even better.
The success in Dallas boiled down to strategy, not just placing more officers on the street, but placing them strategically. Tillier and Smith say they're still gathering data here in San Antonio. They hope to replicate Dallas and curb the trend they're seeing in their home city.
Certain pride in helping, the sort of what happens on the ground in your city that you live in and people you care about and know, your community, right?
Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Well, happening today, the Great Texas Air Show at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph. So much excitement about this. So after 2 years of cancellations, the Thunderbirds back in action, and it is so much more than that. Keep in mind, though, they won't be flying over the entire city. So if you want to see this spectacular show, you actually have to go to JBSA Randolph. Admission is free. It is open to the public. But important to note, officials are asking you to wear a mask. If you can't go, you can catch it online. The air show continues today and tomorrow.
Well, also happening this weekend, emergency supplies are tax-free. So today and Sunday would be a good time to buy any emergency supplies and stock up on things like flashlights, batteries, lanterns, and generators. With prices on most of these things going up, this could be a good time to scratch these items off your list and save a little money at the same time.
All right, so if you're like me, allergies have not been kind to you lately. And it has us asking a lot of questions. That is why tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., Dr. Edward Brooks with UT Health San Antonio, he joins us live. We're set to talk about the differences between allergies and possibly worse illnesses, some remedies and some myths of fighting those allergy symptoms, and how to find out what your specific allergies are. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for all the answers.
Well, yesterday was officially Earth Day, but we like to think of those conservation efforts happening every day, 24/7. And those efforts can be big and small and can impact anything, including something we use and see every day, plastic grocery bags.
So instead of throwing them out, one woman has come up with a repurposeful way to use them. It helps out others in need. So Lauren Verno from our sister station in Jacksonville, WJXT, she introduces us to a woman, and she has a whole team of helpers.
A vision so beautiful, slowly being destroyed.
I just find it a win-win-win.
These women are doing what they can.
We're keeping this out of the environment, the poor fish in the sea and all. We're giving us something to do, to feel good about.
Michelle Penn has turned the plastic bags you get at the store every day into more than 200 of these mats.
Saves the environment, because we have so many bags, 500 to 600 in one mat, and it keeps the homeless off the street.
That's more than 120,000 of these plastic bags being used for good instead of ending up in the trash. Still, only a minor dent when you consider 160,000 plastic bags are used every second. But Michelle's idea is growing. The mat's now a community project. People giving so many plastic bags to Michelle, she started teaching others her skill.
We're the loopers, and then we roll up and make balls. Kind of thrilling for me to watch them accept these things. They're so pleased.
After a dozen or so mats are made, the women take a field trip, personally handing them out.
I couldn't go because I knew I would cry.
Oh, well, it was hard for you.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive, and I knew I would cry. I mean, because we have so much and they have so little, it's just heartbreaking.
Which is why through the pain and many hours, the work gets done for moments like this.
So you don't have to lie on the ground.
These are the grocery bags?
Yes.
That's what I was looking at.
Right, Publix.
I see.
Walgreens.
Amazed by the intricate detail that goes into one of these mats.
It means that I got something to sleep on and be comfortable. And it was joyful to get this. Because some things don't come to you. No, they don't. Some don't come, but the blessings do.
A true win-win-win for everybody involved.
And that was Lauren Verno reporting. You can check out more of our Solutionaries content on youtube.com/Solutionaries. This is a partnership with all of our Graham media stations. You can also scan this QR code right there on your screen for more of those stories.
And Earth Day coverage does not stop. It continues. Today we're actually hosting a live stream event talking about our planet. You can join us 2 p.m. on KSAT Plus and KSAT.com.
One thing about those mats, I've tried to make them before. You need to know how to do
like knitting?
Knitting. They use actual knitting tools.
It's impressive.
Yeah, you can YouTube it, and you need a lot of plastic bags.
I can tell. That was impressive.
Yeah.
All right, time now, 6:40, 71 degrees out.
All right, keeping your mind sharp as you age. Straight ahead, what you can do now to help your cognitive function from slowing down.
If that is a story about pickleball, I am so about it. All right, speaking of stuff I'm about, look at that.
Yum.
Never enough cheese. French comfort food. We're talking about it. I'm already hungry. We have a full preview of today's episode at Texas Eats right after the break.
71 degrees at 6:40 this morning. It just kind of looks muggy out there. Sarah Spivey has our forecast when we come back. All right, we're hungry. And traditional French comfort food sounds pretty good right now.
Yes, it does. So today on Texas Eats, 10 a.m., David Elder taking us to the Pearl, has us trying a place that's serving up all types of culinary flavor. Take a look.
Right in front of us here, this is kind of like the spectacle that you can get when you come out here. Talk to us about this dish.
So we bring the cheese from France, from the French Alps. The raclette in France is a very classical dish. Switzerland, France, it's melted cheese that we traditionally serve over boiled potatoes or baked potatoes. We usually use all kind of cured meat and French cornichons.
If you love cheese, you have to get the raclette. It is served tableside, and it's a half a cheese wheel that's melted on top, and they scrape it right off onto a piece of baguette, and it is absolutely delicious. You get some of the cured meat, a little bit of the pickle action going on. It's a really good bite. In front of us are some of the items on their new brunch menu out here.
Croque Madame, which is a classic French dish for brunch, you know. It's an upgrade croque monsieur.
Yeah, I'm hungry. All right, well, let's take a look outside right now. You can see satellite showing that clouds have returned in the overnight hours. And once again, we are starting off with cloudy skies. Once again, we'll see some afternoon sun. Although there's really not much drizzle out there this morning, unlike yesterday and the day before. 73 in Del Rio, 71 Uvalde, 71 in Hondo, 72 in New Braunfels. It's 73 in Pleasanton, 68 in Kerrville, 71 here in San Antonio. And as we zoom into the metro area, it's 70 in Converse, 71 in Divine, 69 in Bandera, 69 in Bulverde, 69 in Comfort, and 68 up in Kerrville. It is very humid outside, and the humidity and the winds are going to be the big story today. They've been a big story the last couple of days, but especially today too. Take a look at dew points right now. Dew points are in the mid to upper 60s, right there between that oppressive and muggy range. You feel the humidity. All in all, I know this is a cliche, but it's going to be a bad hair day, not only because it's humid, but also because it's windy. Look at these winds sustained from the south at 16 miles per hour in San Antonio and in New Braunfels, sustained at 15 miles per hour in Canyon Lake and in Los Maples. We're already seeing wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. And throughout the day today, winds will be gusting from the south at 25 to 30 miles per hour. This is right around the afternoon, wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour, and actually picking up in the evening. So tonight is going to be very windy. We'll see wind gusts of up to 30, 35 miles per hour later on this evening. All of that pumping in more moisture, keeping things humid for us, and that moisture will act as one of the ingredients for rain on Monday. But for now, let's take a look at the KSAT 12-hour forecast for the day today. Cloudy this morning. Those clouds are going to be fairly stubborn, all right? We are going to have only a 10% chance for some patchy drizzle through about 9 o'clock, but as we head into the mid-morning hours, we'll see our drizzle chances go away, and into the afternoon, that's when we're going to start to see some sun. So afternoon, starting to see some sun there. There'll still be plenty of clouds out there, and temperatures will be in the 80s around lunch. So it's going to be a warm by lunch. South winds will be from sustained at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And as we head into the later afternoon hours, that's when it's going to get a little toasty. Temps will be in the mid to upper 80s. That 86 will probably feel more like 90 because of the high humidity. Once again, staying windy all day. Elsewhere, we'll see a high temperature of 85 in Converse, 86 in Seguin, 86 in New Braunfels, low 80s up in Boerne, 83 in Kerrville, and then further out to the west toward Uvalde, Sabinal area, and even eventually out further even west toward Del Rio, 90s for the high temperature today. All right, let's take a look at the satellite and radar, a very dynamic system to our north. There's blizzard conditions across parts of Wyoming and Montana, as well as plenty of healthy rain for parts of the Midwest. This is that system that is, number one, making it windy, bringing in all of that energy from the south, and number two, it's going to send this cold front through San Antonio on Monday. This cold front is going to come with some rain. How much rain could we see on Monday? Well, this is a look at the rainfall potential Sunday night through Tuesday morning. Across the state of Texas, a good amount of rain, up to an inch for many areas, even more up toward the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This is good news because look at the drought monitor. Much of Texas needs some rainfall. We're seeing extreme and exceptional drought across the state. And as for San Antonio, in many places, we could see up to an inch of rain, especially north of Highway 90, where widespread up to a half an inch of rain is a good bet. So again, this is good rainfall expected for us Sunday night through Tuesday morning, with the best chance for rain during the second half of the day, Monday and into the evening. 60% chance for scattered storms. Some of those storms could be on the strong side, but we're going to be keeping an eye on things for you. For now, just know that this weekend mainly going to be quiet, humid, and windy with some morning drizzle tomorrow, and then our rain chances pick up on Monday and continue into early Tuesday morning. Tuesday, our high temperature will only be in the 70s behind that front. So whatever everybody's doing out there to make the rain happen, washing their cars, whatever, keep it up, okay? Because we really want this rain to happen, and it looks good in the forecast for at least up to half an inch of rainfall. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Just about 6:50, 71 degrees out.
All right, want to age-proof your brain? I already looked up the rules to pickleball. We'll tell you how next. Well, as you age, your brain starts to change, and by 60, the frontal lobe areas involved in your brain that deal with cognitive function and encoding new memories start to shrink.
All right, so there are simple ways to help stop and prevent these changes. Ursula Perry explains.
Every minute of every day, you're getting older, and so's your brain. Aging can cause changes in the brain that affect memory and thinking. But the good news is there are ways to offset the effects. The first way to age-proof your brain is to pick up one of these. 40 million people have joined the pickleball craze, and they may be helping their brain while dinking and rallying. All that time on the court increases gray matter and improves blood flow to the brain, which helps in attention, planning, and impulse control. Jogging, biking, and swimming have also been proven to reduce cognitive decline, but try to stay away from the road while running. A study published in Neurology found that people who exercised in areas of high air pollution did not get the same brain benefits from their workouts. Next, learn a foreign language. One study found individuals who speak 2 languages develop dementia an average of 4.5 years later than those who speak only 1. A French study showed a 15% lower risk of dementia in people who played board games versus those who didn't. German researchers found improvements in memory among people who catnapped for as little as 6 minutes. And lastly, write by hand. Studies suggest that you learn better when you take notes by hand because it forces you to process the information you take in.
And as you're writing all this down, hopefully longhand, also keep in mind that single tasking is better for you than multitasking. Apparently, when you multitask, it kind of hijacks the part of your brain that does your problem solving, your decision making, and other aspects of learning. So do one thing at a time and enjoy growing older. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
Time now, 6:55, 71 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. San Antonio Fire Department investigating a fire in a neighborhood on the city's south side. This is what we know right now. We know San Antonio firefighters were called out to the 400 block of West South Cross to find this storage space fully engulfed in flames close to 3 o'clock this morning. That fire quickly spreading to the home and the house next door, but firefighters were able to quickly gain control and put out the flames. Crews on scene tell us there was a family of 3 inside the home. They were able to quickly and safely make it out of the house. No injuries were reported. The structure where the fire originally broke out is considered a complete loss. Arson is investigating. Reporting, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
It's already windy. Winds are from the south at about 15 miles per hour. We've already seen wind gusts of up to 30 this morning. Winds are going to be the big story today, and the humidity. It's 72 degrees outside. You feel every degree because of the high humidity here in San Antonio. Looking ahead to the day, cloudy for the morning. We'll see some sun around noon, and in the afternoon, partly cloudy skies. 86 for the high. Windy all day with south winds at 15 to 20. Gusts up to 30 miles per hour. It's going to be a mild evening tonight too. Pretty much ditto weather for your Sunday with some patchy morning drizzle. 88 for the high temperature. And then yes, you see those rain chances on the forecast. Monday looks good for rain. We'll have scattered showers and storms, some of which could be on the strong side. We'll keep an eye on whether or not they become severe, but just know that we need the rain, and so we welcome the rain chances. Monday, widespread half an inch of rain is possible in many places, up to an inch, especially up in the hill country. Much cooler Tuesday behind that front as our tap turns off for the remainder of the week.
So if you're heading out to the Poteet Strawberry Festival, sunscreen, hat, hydrate, also to the air show as well, which Jonathan Cotto will be covering in our 8 and 9 o'clock.
That's right. So we're going to take an hour-long break for Good Morning America, but don't worry, we'll be here 8 a.m. Like you were saying, Jonathan Cotto joining us live from the air show, all of the sights and sounds and behind-the-scenes action.
See you at 8.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Making headlines this morning, a man shot while riding his bike overnight. We have an update on what happened from police and how the victim is doing this morning.
Plus, the latest on the shooting at a Walmart on Petrenko Road near Loop 1604. Why police say no one is facing charges right now.
In just a couple of hours, these Thunderbirds you see here behind me will be taking to the sky. Coming up on GMSA, everything you need to know about the Great Texas Air Show.
72 degrees at 8 a.m. Man, that humidity is just really clinging to the San Antonio skyline there. I feel like it's clinging to my hair this morning, too. Sarah Spivey will have a forecast in just a bit.
Good morning. It is 8 o'clock this Saturday, April 23rd. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. And this weekend, so much going on. We're going to check in with Jonathan at the Great Texas Air Show.
That's going to be exciting, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Poteet Strawberry Festival.
Poteet Strawberry Festival happening about, 40 minutes south of San Antonio. So it looked kind of overcast out there, Sarah, and I feel like that's what we've been dealing with the last 2 days, minus a little bit of sunshine yesterday. Just like you don't know what these clouds are.
I know. Every morning has started off with cloud cover, but a lot like yesterday, we are going to see some sun in the afternoon. But the biggest thing you're going to have to deal with this weekend, the humidity and the winds. Let's take a look outside right now. You can see it's cloudy and those dew points are in the upper 60s. That is very high humidity, especially for this time of year. And notice the winds too. Winds are from the south, sustained at 15 miles per hour. We've already seen a few wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. So we're going to have the wind. We're going to have the humidity. Wind plus humidity, that's about as bad of a hair day as you can get. And so, yeah, it's going to be a little uncomfortable at times out there. But if you have outdoor plans, keep them. We really don't anticipate, other than some patchy drizzle this morning, some rain this weekend. 72 at Port SA, 72 in Converse, 76 in Simpson, 70 at Rio Medina, 72 in New Braunfels, 70 in Bulverde, and it's 69 degrees in Kerrville. So your weekend forecast calls for humidity and windy weather. We'll have a little bit more drizzle in the morning tomorrow than we do out there right now. Out there right now, it's very patchy drizzle. 86 for the high temperature. We're going to see some sunshine in the afternoon. 88 tomorrow. Very similar weather for your Sunday. But Monday, we have a chance for rain, the best chance for rain we've had in a while. We're hopeful for it in the weather department. I'll tell you more about what we can expect as far as the rainfall goes coming up in a bit. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, Schertz police say a person is dead following a crash on I-35 north near Cibolo Valley Drive. That crash happened around 2 o'clock this morning. Schertz police say the driver of a silver car lost control and hit a highway barrier multiple times. A silver truck traveling northbound on I-35 then crashed into that silver car. Now, as a result, a passenger in the silver car was killed. Schertz police say she is identified as 22-year-old Lauren Carrion of New Braunfels. The drivers of the car and the truck were taken to the hospital with serious injuries.
Also new this morning, San Antonio police tell us a man was shot while riding his bike just south of downtown overnight. So take a look. This all happened just before midnight. This is the 500 block of West Mitchell Street. It's near I-10 and Probant. SAPD telling us the man in his 20s was riding a bike. That's when someone in an SUV pulled up and fired several gunshots, hitting the man. Now, police say he was taken to the hospital at last check in stable condition. As of this morning, police are still searching for the person responsible.
Now to a silver alert. San Antonio police are hoping you can help them find a 72-year-old man who has disappeared. So just take a look on your screen. This is Antonio Espinoza. He was last seen yesterday on Rimrock Trail. That's near Culebra on the city's west side near the SeaWorld area. Police say he has a medical condition that requires a doctor's care. He's about 5'7" and 170 pounds with brown eyes and gray and black hair. He was last seen wearing blue jeans with the long sleeve maroon button-up shirt. He also goes by the name Tony. If you know where he is or have seen him, you can call that number on your screen right now, 210-207-7660.
Well, a shooting behind a Walmart leaves us with a lot of questions this morning. We do know that shooting involved an off-duty Schertz police officer, but we are still waiting to learn if anyone involved will face any charges. Police say preliminary evidence shows the off-duty officer appeared to act in self-defense. Right now, they do not have any probable cause to believe otherwise. SAPD says that off-duty officer and another man exchanged words in the parking lot of the Walmart. The officer drove away without getting physical or without threatening the man. The video showed the man entering his van and pursuing the off-duty officer's vehicle. Police say that man then pulled along the side of the off-duty officer's car, pointing a gun at that off-duty officer. SAPD says the off-duty officer then feared for his life and the lives of the woman and child in his vehicle, took out his weapon and fired towards the man. The man and the woman in that van, both hit by gunfire, both wounded. SAPD says both are in stable condition this morning. All right, we've been talking about it throughout the weekend. Well, a lot of awesome things to see, great sights and sounds at the Great Texas Air Show. Air Show kicks off its first day with a successful turnout of 30,000 people, and they're expecting even bigger crowds.
That's fantastic. Jonathan Cotto is live at GMSA Randolph, where the gates are set to open in just an hour. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. And that's right, the gates are set to open in just an hour. They're anticipating large crowds, and in just a couple of hours, just all kinds of cool stuff is going to be happening. These jets are going to be taken up into the sky. It's going to be great. But to explain a little bit about the effort that goes into planning an air show, we have Major Sanborn, United States Air Force. Good morning, Major. How are you?
I'm doing good. About yourself?
Doing well, doing well. Now, Major, what can you tell us about the Great Texas Air Show? We understand the last time the air show took place was 2017, and here we are, 2022.
Yeah, so it was 2017 was the last time we had it in the local areas. Actually, 2015 was the last time we had it here at JBSA Randolph. So what's going to be going on, we'll have all sorts of performers, both civilian and military, obviously the Thunderbirds being one of the big showstoppers today, as well as we have plenty of static aircraft for people to go inside. You can look at some of them, you look inside the cockpits, you can walk around, look at them, talk to the pilots and the air crew that are involved, so you can kind of find out about the aircraft itself. Not only that, we'll also have some Army vehicles down here. The Marines showed up with one of their Ospreys, and the Navy also has some aircraft here as well, so you can get a little bit from all the different branches.
Awesome. Now we understand the gates open at 9 a.m. to the public, and the air show will conclude at what time, Major?
I think it's around talking military time, it'll be 4:30. It'll be about time, so overall shutting the gates from 5 o'clock.
Wonderful, Major. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us. We are looking forward for the show to start. Now, folks, again, if you don't have any plans, the gates open at 9 a.m. And very important to mention, Major, this event is absolutely free to the public. So head on out here to Randolph Air Force Base. Back to you, Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. And of course, that's not all that's happening this weekend. The 75th annual Poteet Strawberry Festival is happening this weekend. It runs through tomorrow night. Tickets to the event are $20 today and tomorrow. They're required for anyone who's 13 years or older. The parade is at 10 o'clock this morning. You can read more about the festival right now. Just head over to KSAT.com.
Time now, 8:08, 72 degrees out.
Well, still ahead, what you need to know about this weekend's tax-free emergency items that you can stock up on.
Plus, if you got any old makeup lying around that you haven't used in a while, some skin experts say you should still not use it. We're going to explain why.
You know, when you put on makeup today and then you walk out, your face just feels like it's melting. It's not even that warm. It's 72 degrees, but the humidity makes it a makeup melty day. All right, Sarah Spivey will have more.
This is my favorite new adjective.
Makeup melty day. We'll be back. A reminder, this weekend, it's a good time to buy emergency supplies because you won't have to pay sales taxes on them.
So we're talking about things like flashlights, batteries, lanterns, and yes, even generators. I think the cutoff for generators is $3,000. Basically things that you need to prepare for in case there's any violent storms or hurricanes. Thankfully, no storms or hurricanes expected today, Sarah.
That's right. If there was a hurricane,
we'd have some problems.
We'd have some problems. But instead, it'll feel like you're on the beach because of the high humidity out there and the winds.
Nice.
Too. Combo. A melty makeup day, as Sarah said before the break. I agree, girl. All right. Outside right now, you can see the clouds. And on the horizon, you can see the humidity, too. The haze on the horizon there is from the humidity. And there's even some areas of patchy drizzle out there. Not necessarily driving drizzle, but patchy drizzle. It's 72 in San Antonio, and again, look at the winds. Winds from the south at 16 miles per hour. That's a sustained wind, but we've already seen wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. Humidity is high with dew points in the mid-60s. Across the KSAT 12 viewing area, temperatures are in the 70s. Now, around this time of year, we usually see a morning low around 60 degrees. So we are some 10 to 15 degrees warmer to start the day than usual. 76 in Getula, 74 in Pleasanton, 73 in Kennedy, near 70 in Kerrville, it's 73 in Del Rio. Around the San Antonio metro area, we're at 72 degrees, and the humidity is high. Dew points are in that upper 60s, near 70-degree range, right in between oppressive and muggy, and you can really feel the humidity as soon as you step outside, and those winds. Winds are sustained anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour. That is a very windy start to the day. Wind of 14 miles per hour in Uvalde, 17 miles per hour in Del Rio, 15 miles per hour in Kerrville, closer to San Antonio, 16 miles per hour, 14 in Seguin, 15 in New Braunfels. So everywhere you look, it's windy, and we are even seeing wind gusts of about 25 miles per hour right now at Stinson, 24 mile per hour wind gusts there on the south side. Now, these winds are pulling in that high humidity, and throughout the day today, we're going to see wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. Apologies for the chart here. I don't know why it dips, but just know that we're going to continue to see wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour throughout the day and into the evening. It is going to be a windy day, not only today, but through tomorrow as well. Now, we are going to see those skies clear. Outside right now, it's cloudy. Those clouds will be stubborn until about noon, lunch hour, and then as we head into the afternoon, we'll see clearing skies, and it's going to be a warm one. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 80s for this afternoon, and because the humidity will be high, it'll feel even hotter than that. 86 in San Antonio, 86 in Seguin, 86 in New Braunfels. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. 10% chance of some drizzle over the next couple of hours, but then as we head into noon, that's when we're going to see those skies start to clear. Mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Temperatures will be in the 80s. And again, notice how winds are going to be strong from the south. Into the later afternoon and early evening hours, we'll be topping off at 86 for the high temperature. And then it's going to be mild tonight. Temperatures are going to fall into the 70s. The one thing is, you guessed it, it's going to be windy this evening with south-southeast winds sustained at 15 miles per hour. There is a very dynamic system across the northern tier of the United States. Look at the snow around this low pressure system and severe weather off to the east. This is what's making it so windy in San Antonio. And also notice that there's a cold front. This cold front is going to move through on Monday, and it is going to bring us our best chance for rain in a while. Across the state of Texas, more than an inch of rain is likely in many places, and around our viewing area in the hill country, up to an inch plus of rain is possible Sunday night through Tuesday morning, with most folks receiving at least up to a half inch of rainfall. So a very good chance for rain, scattered thunderstorms on Monday, some of which could be on the stronger severe side, but we're going to keep an eye on that. The thing I want you to know about, though, for this weekend is that it's just going to be humid and windy. Ditto weather tomorrow with a chance for some drizzle in the morning. And then we are going to be really hoping for that good rain on Monday. It's looking very good as the forecast goes for us. We could use the rainfall on Monday. We are under exceptional drought across the state. Hey, coming up, I've got to look at your forecast for the day for the Great Texas Air Show. So I'll have a look at that coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Do you want to give your motivational speech to the rain before Monday?
Be somebody.
There you go.
Please do it.
Time now, 8:16, 72 degrees out.
And next?
All right, so the Spurs season is over, but a Spurs fan favorite, Patty Mills, getting a special honor. We're going to explain in just a bit. Good morning and welcome back. So the Spurs season is officially over, but former Spur, now Brooklyn Net, Patty Mills, being graced with an amazing award, the winner of the Joe Dumars Trophy for the 2021-22 NBA Sportsmanship Award. Each NBA team nominates one of their players for the award, with league executives narrowing down the list of finalists to just 6. NBA players then choose the ultimate winner. This is a first for Patty Mills. Remember, he signed with Brooklyn as a free agent after 10 seasons with the Spurs, including, yes, that 2014 NBA championship. All right, here we go. Ooh, from basketball and baseball. This is why I say ooh. After 9 consecutive losses, the Missions had a chance to clinch their first win in 12 days last night. 2 outs in the 9th. Well, the Sod Poodles, yes.
What a name.
That's the team. The Sod Poodles tied the game, forced extra innings, and in the 11th, the sneaky Sod Poodles, waiting for it. Sarah Cousins waiting for that line. They got the best of the Missions pitcher. Bases loaded, walked in-game winning run. The Missions fall to the
Sneaky Snod Poodles.
Sneaky Sod Poodles.
Oh, snod. Sneaky Sod Poodles.
They lose 11-10, and the losing streak is now extended to 10 games. So I'm sorry, Missions.
Come on.
You can't lose to the Sod Poodles.
There we go.
Yeah. Time now, 8:21, 72 degrees out.
All right. If you have old makeup sitting around that you haven't used in a while, health experts have a warning before you put it back on your face.
Good morning and welcome back. What are the benefits of working from home? Didn't need to put on makeup.
I'm glad you have that benefit.
I mean, I've been Zooming from home with the torn Achilles. No makeup.
No makeup. We love it. All right. As more offices reopen, you may want to check your makeup bag for expired cosmetics before putting on something like lipstick or foundation. So this morning, we have some things to watch out for. It may have been sitting around for months, that makeup you haven't touched since the beginning of the pandemic.
Expiration dates are really important to keep in mind when it comes to makeup.
Dr. Susan Masick, a dermatologist and assistant professor in the Ohio State College of Medicine, says sometimes manufacturers will stamp on an actual date of expiration. They may also put on a period after opening stamp.
Oftentimes there'll be a logo with an open jar and a number and an M after it, which means, for example, 6M would be 6 months after opening would be an appropriate expiration.
When it comes to shelf life, Dr. Masick says any eye makeup such as mascara or liner should be replaced after 3 months. Liquid blushes, concealers, or foundations throw out after a year. Anything that's a pencil for your lips, brows, or eyelids can stay around for a year as well. Lipsticks and lip glosses are good for 1 to 2 years. Not only can expired products not work as well, but can also harbor potentially harmful germs.
The downsides to those kinds of contaminations, which are generally things like skin infections, skin irritation, certainly eye infections, conjunctivitis, styes, those things can all arise from contaminated and or expired makeup.
If you notice your makeup is drying out, don't put water or saliva on it.
That actually introduces even more bacteria that you're then going to be spreading on your face.
I have a lot of questions.
Makeup.
Yeah, just about 8:27, 72 degrees out.
All right, still ahead on GMSA, a close call for a school bus full of children in Ohio as a big rig almost crashes into it. We'll tell you how this happened.
And this weekend's episode of Texas Eats, ooh, we got some brisket going on. We're going to give you a full preview in just a bit. He's got to leave us some brisket from now on.
Texas.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday, 8:30 this morning, April 23rd. And I got to tell you, it says it's only 72, but it feels so much hotter out there.
What do we call it? A melty makeup day?
Makeup melty day.
A makeup melty
because we
day.
Like to be nonsensical.
The humidity out there, Sarah.
Yeah, also bad hair day. So, you know, because of the humidity and the wind. The wind today going to be very, very high, and the humidity going to be high as well. Let's take a look outside with temperatures, though. First this morning, it's 72 in Converse, 71 in Seguin, it's 72 in New Braunfels, 72 in Devine, 73 in Hondo, and near 70 degrees across the hill country. Here's a look at those winds, though. Winds are sustained from the south at 15 to 20 miles per hour, 15 mile per hour wind down in Pleasanton, 60 mile per hour wind in San Antonio, 15 mile per hour wind in New Braunfels and in Seguin. The Great Texas Air Show is going on today and tomorrow, and honestly, the weather will be the same both today and tomorrow. If you're heading out there, the gates open at 9 and the show starts at 11. You know, it's going to be cloudy first for the start of the day here. We've even got some patchy drizzle in places, and temperatures will be climbing into the 80s this afternoon when we see a little sunshine. But again, very, very windy. All right, what are we going to talk about in the forecast? The windy and humid weather today, yes, but also ditto weather tomorrow with a chance for some drizzle once again in the morning. But drizzle, that doesn't help us out as far as the drought is concerned. You know what we really need? A good chance for rain, and we have got one in the forecast. A good chance on Monday. We'll talk more in depth about the chance for rain on Monday. And we just got the pollen count in, so I'll have a look at that coming up in a bit. Next.
Thank you, Sarah. The skies will be rumbling today over at the Great Texas Air Show, JBSA Randolph. We have Thunderbirds, we have STEM presentations. We have so much family fun.
Jonathan Cotto is live at JBSA Randolph, where the gates are set to open in less than 30 minutes. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. That's right. In less than 30 minutes, folks are going to be coming here and enjoying themselves and having a great time here at the air show. And I have to tell you, there's something nostalgic about being an air show. I personally grew up going to air shows with my parents, so it feels really good to be here, considering that an air show hasn't taken place since 2017. And with me is Aerial Events Manager Joseph Gonzalez, aka Gonzo. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Jonathan. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Excited to be here. Now, we know this event hasn't taken place since 2017, Gonzo, but a lot goes into making this happen. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Absolutely. There's a lot of people in the back scenes that nobody gets to see, and they do it not because they have to, because they want to. This is our way to show the supporters, the taxpayers, the American public, thank you. Without them, this military, this Air Force, all the services would not exist. And when you're in Military Town, USA, it's just gratifying to give back to the community. So I hope everybody takes advantage and realize when they see from the porta potties to you name it, it takes people to do that, but they do it because they want to. And we have over 600 volunteers besides the staff that come out here on their dime because they want to do it. And it's important to see a little kid smile. That's everything. That is gratifying to everybody that works at Air Show, and that's why we do it.
Now, roughly how many months in advance does it take to be able to pull off such a huge production?
So administratively, it starts well a year in advance. And then when you get to the 9 and 6 months, that's when everything really starts to culminate, and you got to get all the little details ahead, contracts, performers, and through a lot of work, a lot of hours, it gets done. So fortunately, they don't get to deal with that, but they get to see the end result, and that's our gratifying.
Gonzo, what can you tell me about the planes that folks coming out to the air show are going to be able to see?
So because it's the 75th anniversary and the 80th anniversary of AETC, we wanted to celebrate the lineage, how we got here. So you're going to see Tor. They're going to reenact the last time we had a bombing of the U.S. at Pearl Harbor. So they reenact the Pearl Harbor bombing. And then you go to a lot of the heritage aircraft, from the bombers to the fighters, to the F-35, the F-22, the new ones. We have a B-52 on the ramp. We have a lot of the great civilian acts. Their performers are amazing. We have the top 2 aerobatic performers, and then you got Jelly Belly. The man is amazing. So we wanted to let everybody know what it took for us to get here, and they're all out here to help us, from the commemorative Air Force to everybody. They were willing to lean forward and help us represent the 75th and the 80th anniversaries of both. So it's important to everybody, so I hope everybody just enjoys what they see, and if we failed you, we'll be surprised.
Well, Gonzo, I appreciate you so much, folks. The Aerial Events Program Manager, we have to thank you so much for putting this together. I know so many people are going to enjoy it. We're looking forward to the shows. Very excited about it, folks. If you're planning on heading out, gates are opening up here shortly. The show will conclude at 4:30. And again, a reminder, this event is completely free to the public. Vendors are already setting up, so there's going to be plenty of food, stuff to see, and of course, stuff to eat. Very important. Max, Sarah?
Thank you, Jonathan. New this morning, a family of 3 able to escape a fire overnight. Right now, we know it started by a nearby garage. So this all happened around 3 a.m. This is the 400 block of West South Cross Boulevard. It's near Tupper Avenue on the city's south side. San Antonio Fire Department tell us when firefighters got there, the garage completely in flames, and the fire had already spread to a nearby home. However, firefighters able to put out the flames quickly. Still, the garage was a total loss. The front of the home also damaged. Investigators are now looking into a cause. Well, if you're like me, allergies have not been kind to you lately, and that has us asking a lot of questions. That's why tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., Dr. Edward Brooks with UT Health San Antonio is going to join us live. We're set to talk about a lot. We're going to be talking about the differences between allergies and some more severe illnesses, some remedies and some myths of fighting those allergy symptoms, and how to find out what you are allergic to. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can submit those questions right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Find out all the answers. All right, right now, millions across Southwest, they are facing the threat of extremely critical fire dangers.
This as 2 uncontained fires are raging in Arizona, threatening hundreds of homes and lives. CNN's Mike Valerio brings us the latest.
Flames of the tunnel fire fueled by unforgiving winds for days, leaving behind scorched wreckage in Arizona. It resembles more of a war zone than the homes Trevor Cooper remembers.
They look like ground zero, either something I saw in Iraq or what's happening in Ukraine.
Cooper, an active duty pilot with the Arizona National Guard, lost his home near Flagstaff to the tunnel fire. He and his children now sift through the ashy ruins.
My son likes to dress up, Army. All of his stuff is gone.
Fierce winds have made containing the tunnel fire, which ignited on Sunday, nearly impossible. And for those fleeing the flames, they say they're lucky to be alive.
That fire is coming no matter what. And nothing you're ever going to be prepared for when it comes, because the smoke was thick, the ashes were coming down on us, and you could feel the heat already. And we had to get out of there.
We didn't have time to grab pictures, nothing. No, even our dollar documents are gone.
Now, Arizona firefighters are facing dueling dangers as they fight the flames of the rapidly spreading Crooks Fire, which is about a 3.5 hours drive southwest of the tunnel fire.
It is literally a heart-melting thing to see what they're going through to help save people's homes.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
We'll talk about terrifying close call. A truck driver in Ohio narrowly missed hitting a school bus filled with children. Now, police released this dash cam footage from the incident. Just take a look on your screen where you can see it. This happened earlier this week. It shows the moments a driver lost control of his tractor trailer. There it is. The driver laid on the horn as the truck neared the school bus, stopped on the road to pick up the children. Thankfully, they were able to weave between the bus and the truck, like you can see right there on the other side of the street. It's unclear why the brakes weren't working initially.
Glad everyone there is safe.
Absolutely.
Time now, 8:39, 72 degrees out.
Well, are you looking for a restaurant with some good local food?
We were just talking about how hungry we are. This is not helping.
I'm so hungry. We have a special preview of this week's Texas Eats episode, taking us to downtown San Antonio.
Speaking of downtown San Antonio, let's take a live look out there. Warm and humid to start your morning, but there is so much going on. We got the Great Texas Air Show, the Poteet Strawberry Festival. So what is the rest of the day? What does the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning and welcome back. So plastic bottles, you can pretty much find them anywhere.
And those bottles can leave a mark on the environment. As Vic Michelucci reports, the one group is trying to change that one bottle at a time.
I would bring plastic water bottles every day almost.
You don't think about it. It's just a habit.
Yeah, I definitely use Gatorade bottles, single-use plastic water bottles all the time.
Plastic, as we know it, first surfaced in the 1950s, made from petroleum. It's cheap and convenient. Since then, factories have produced 9.1 billion tons of it. Now, humans use 1.2 million plastic bottles per minute. Americans buy 50 billion water bottles each year, and approximately 91% of plastic is not recycled. 14 million tons of plastic ends up in our oceans each year.
This is Fletcher Middle School. It's just outside of Jacksonville, Florida, and it happens to be right across the street from the beach. Administrators say it hasn't been that hard to change kids' minds.
I tell them instead of using a plastic water bottle, they should get one because it's way better and it protects the environment.
This represents the amount of water bottles we would use in a year if we did not have a reusable
One bottle takes care of all that.
Beaches Go Green has partnered with 7 North Florida schools, creating clubs and giving out free reusable water bottles. starting with student athletes.
We are an environmental nonprofit. Our goal is to basically eliminate single-use plastic, but mainly to educate the youth.
We tell our athletes when we distribute the bottles that plastic is non-biodegradable, so every single piece of plastic that was ever created is still here and will always be here on Earth, which is why it's really good to reuse.
One reusable bottle replaces 156 plastic bottles. The hope is for every student to get a bottle and a lesson for free.
It's to try to eliminate as much single-use plastic as we can, to influence them to influence their children and their children and their grandchildren, great-grandchildren, future generations to just stop leaving their print on the earth.
Saving the world one sip at a time.
That was Vic Michelucci reporting. You can check out more of these Solutionary stories, all the content right now at youtube.com/solutionaries. I think our own Sarah Acosta has some stories on there too, and she wanted me to show off my water bottle.
No, show the penguin.
I have a penguin on it.
Isn't that cute?
There we go.
Max always has his own water bottle on.
Way to go, Max.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got a Yeti.
Nice.
I love it. You know, it's something that really helped me is, you know, when you throw away things, there really is no away.
No.
There really is no away.
There's no way.
So, all right. Well, I wish I could throw away the pollen count today.
Me too.
But take a look at it. Okay, it's a bit of a doozy. So molds lead the pack. They're high today, and they're up from yesterday. Oak is high too at 9:50. Oh, hi guys.
Hi, hey.
Hi.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Sarah was dealing with the pollen count there. Okay, oak was high yesterday, past 10,000, but now it's at 950, so it's down quite a bit. Pecan is moderate, and grass is low. All right, let's take a look at temperatures in the satellite out there. You can see it's 72 degrees in San Antonio, and we are dealing with cloud cover right now. Even a few isolated areas of drizzle out there. Pleasanton at 76, 74 in Del Rio, 72 in New Braunfels. Zooming into the metro area, peaks of sunshine already for Floresville. So we are going to see these clouds clear out in the afternoon, but they are going to be a bit stubborn for now this morning. 71 in Canyon Lake, 68 at Bernie, 71 in Rio Medina, and 73 in Hondo. It's humid too. Dew points are in the upper 60s. That's right there between that muggy and oppressive range. You can feel it. You can see it in the form of haze and even some isolated areas of drizzle. It's windy too. Winds are from the south at about 16 miles per hour. We're going to continue to see the winds today be pretty high, pretty gusty too. Winds have already gusted up to 30 miles per hour this afternoon. Wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour are possible. And oftentimes what we'll see is after sunset, the winds calm down, but that is not going to be the case today. In fact, winds are even going to pick up even more. Tonight, wind gusts of 30 to 35 miles per hour in the evening hours. So if you have Saturday night plans, it's going to be windy all evening long. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast, staying cloudy until about the lunch hour, and we'll continue to have a chance for some areas of patchy drizzle early this morning as well. South winds sustained at 15 to 20 miles per hour, just sustained. We'll be seeing a few gusts of up to 30, 35 miles per hour today. As we head into the early afternoon, we'll start to see a little bit more sun and temperatures will soar. We'll be looking at a high temperature this afternoon right around 86 degrees. And then again this evening, becoming mild, temperatures in the 70s, but those winds are going to stay breezy tonight. Elsewhere, we'll be looking at a high temperature of 86 in Rio Medina, 86 in Seguin, 85 in Converse, 86 in New Braunfels. It'll be 83 in Bernie and 83 in Kerrville. All right, a look across the nation here. A very dynamic system bringing blizzard-like conditions and severe weather across the northern tier of the United States. This is the same system that's making it windy and is going to bring us rain in the form of a cold front on Monday. How much rain could we see? Well, it looks really good for the state of Texas. Much of Texas will see an inch plus of rainfall, especially the central portion where we're seeing some areas of exceptional drought. As far as us here in San Antonio, Sunday night through Tuesday morning, up to an inch of rain is likely in the hill country, with many areas seeing at least half an inch of rainfall. Now, this does include areas out west that are experiencing exceptional drought. drought. So this is a good chance for rain. We're getting more and more confident that we're going to have scattered storms in the area on Monday. Some of those could be on the stronger severe side, but we're really going to be looking forward to the potential for rain. And of course, we're going to keep you up to date. Otherwise, this weekend is going to be quiet other than morning drizzle, windy, humid, and warm with highs near 90. After that front moves through Monday night, it's only going to be in the 70s for the high on Tuesday. So that's a real deal cool front there, bringing us rain and cooling us down. Max and Sarah.
The real deal.
All right.
I like that.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now just about 8:50, 73 degrees out.
Are you hungry yet?
Yes. Oh, we messing with barbecue sauces too?
Yeah. All right. We have another episode of Texas Eats. We're giving you a preview in just a bit.
All right. We know a lot of families out and about today. We have the Air Show. We have the Poteet Strawberry Festival. So if you are out and about, make sure to drive safe, be smart. Here's a live look out at the roadways. There we go. We got 410 at Cherry Ridge. Looks like one vehicle pulled off to the side, but nothing too crazy out there. 35 and 37, everything's smooth sailing. Be safe. We'll be right back. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is Saturday. That means that we have an episode of Texas Eats coming up, 10 a.m.
That's right. David Elder takes us to downtown San Antonio to a restaurant offering some delicious Texas barbecue and Shiner beer.
So what does it mean to have Shiner a part of your business?
Well, one of the things that's really important to us is we want to be Texas forward, right? And you can't have good Texas barbecue without good Texas beer, and that's Shiner Bock.
The ribs are phenomenal, like you said. The brisket's the one, though. I'm just going hands on it now. You got some burnt ends in the front.
Absolutely.
You got some fatty slices going on. Which one do you recommend I try?
Man, I think this piece right here is going to be the real winner.
This one right there?
Yep.
All right, right in the middle.
I mean, how can you go wrong with a burnt end, right?
Look at
at the juice on there.
And now you have other sauces available as well that are also going to be featured inside of HEB coming up soon. What do you got over there?
We got our classic original sauce. This thing is taken Grand Champion at Memphis and made twice.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. The burn end bites, the sauce right here, that's the bite.
Oh, perfect compliment.
Breakfast of Champions.
Yum.
Time now, just about 8:55, 73 degrees out.
We're going to take a look outside with TransGuide. A lot of people on the road this morning heading out to the Air Show or to the Poteet Strawberry Festival. If you're out and about, please stay safe.
Good morning and welcome back, and happy Saturday. 8:57, about 72 degrees out.
Up next at 9, a man is shot overnight while riding his bike just south of the downtown area. We have those details.
And of course, Jonathan Cotto joining us live at the Great Texas Air Show. We're going to check in with him as the gates open.
What a great shot.
Oh, yeah. A lot going on overnight, a lot of breaking news. We know a man riding his bike ends up being shot. He is now in the hospital. We're going to have all the details next.
And the Great Texas Air Show is about to take flight. We are live out there. Jonathan Cotto is at the Joint Base San Antonio Randolph with the details on who's performing today.
And speaking of being outside, not a lot to look out there. 72 degrees now. So what is the rest of the day? What does the rest of the weekend look like? Will we see rain? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But for now, good morning. It is 9 o'clock this Saturday, April 23rd. Thank you so much for joining us. What's the slogan? Like April showers bring Mayflowers?
Yeah, but we have had 0 April showers. My garden is like, my roses, which do pretty well in the heat.
I'm gonna need a soundboard. Can we get that effect again?
The leaves are turning yellow, Sarah, and I had to do a lot of hand watering for them yesterday because, gosh, they really, even the drizzle that we got the other day did nothing for them.
And drizzle, that's all we've really seen this April, just unimportant rain. But we do have a good shot at rain in the next 48 hours or so. So something to look forward to. For now, though, this weekend will be generally quiet, humid and windy, though. Not great for hair day out there. Take a look outside. We're seeing cloudy skies and just some light passing drizzle in some areas, mainly north of Highway 90 this morning. But all in all, it is humid and windy this morning. 72 degrees, winds from the south at about 15 miles per hour. Dew points high up there too. Here's a look at the satellite and the temperatures, and you can see that there are a few holes in the clouds, especially east of Converse where it's 73 degrees, 72 in Divine, 69, 68 in Bernie, 71 in Bulverde. But generally, we're locked into cloud cover. And these clouds are going to be stubborn this morning. We really won't see them clear until this afternoon. It's windy. Winds are from the south, sustained at 15 miles per hour, but we've already seen wind gusts of up to 25, 30 miles per hour. It's going to stay windy all day long. And so this weekend, humid and windy. That's the basic gist of it. And it's
Sorry, Sarah, I think we lost your mic there. So new this morning, Schertz police are investigating a deadly crash that happened this morning on I-35 North near Cibolo Valley Drive. That crash happened around 2 o'clock this morning. Schertz police say the driver of a silver car lost control and hit a highway barrier multiple times. A silver truck traveling northbound on I-35 then crashed into the silver car. As a result, a passenger in the silver car was killed. Schertz police say she was identified as 22-year-old Lauren Carrion of New Braunfels. The drivers of the car and the truck were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Also new this morning, a man was shot, was being treated for a gunshot wound he suffered while riding his bike just south of the downtown area overnight. It happened just before midnight in the 500 block of West Mitchell Street. That's near I-10 in Probant. SAPD says the man in his 20s was riding the bike when someone in an SUV pulled up and allegedly fired several shots, hitting the victim. Police say the man was taken to the hospital in stable condition. The person in the SUV drove off. Police have not given a description of the suspect at this time.
All right, it is what we'll be talking about for now the last week, and I know that they've been working on this for the last year or so. We have the Great Texas Air Show. It started about 3.5 minutes ago, and there is so much to be excited about.
Very exciting. I know a lot of people are looking forward to see who is performing. That's where we find our Jonathan Cotto live at JBSA Randolph. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, y'all. I am here and I am with Deputy Air Operations Director for the Great Texas Air Show, and who is a pilot yourself. Talk to us a little bit about your experience as a pilot and what that feels like.
Yeah, so I have just over 500 hours in the F-15, which is right behind us. Now I fly T-38s. Went through pilot training at Vance Air Force Base.
Super cool. Now, I know before going live, we were talking about the Green Star designation here that's on this aircraft. Tell us what that means.
So that means this jet actually shot down, in this case, an Mi-24 helicopter in the Gulf War.
Now, Mr. Bryant, as far as the preparation that the pilots participating in today's air show goes, what does that look like and what does that feel like for them?
The preparation for the air show, so it's been basically just under a year, about 10 months of putting in the work in terms of coordination, the logistics, lots of logistics go into an air show, believe it or not. And so talking to the performers who are going to come out here, getting all these static aircraft. It's a lot of work, but thankfully we had an awesome team to put it all together.
Cool. Now, this static display, we have how many different aircrafts?
Just under 40. So a lot of different airplanes out here. We've got fighters, we've got heavy aircraft, tankers, cargo. We've got some civilian airplanes, lots of heritage aircraft from World War II and the Vietnam era. So lots of variety out here on the ramp.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We're definitely looking forward for the show. The gates are open. Folks are making their way in, and here in just a little while, we're going to be seeing some jets up in the sky. It's going to be a real good time. And a reminder to the viewers that this event is completely free. It starts now up until 4:30, and we're going to be here for all of it. Back to you, Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. In your morning headlines, Disney is officially set to lose its self-governing status after Florida governor signed 2 bills into law that directly target Disney. So the new laws strip away the theme park's self-governing status and ends its exemption to the state's law about big tech censorship. So the state legislature passed the bills this week. One of the bills declares that any special district created before November of 1968 will be dissolved on June 1st of 2023. That could have huge tax implications on the Disney company, but tax experts and legislators say eliminating the district could also have unintended consequences for county taxpayers or those that live in that area. So lawmakers are still determining the exact repercussions, but it could lead to higher taxes for those in that area.
Well, in New York City, dozens of teachers will not be returning to the classroom. Well, this comes after they're being accused of submitting fake vaccination cards. Somewhere near 100 teachers suspended for allegedly providing fake COVID vaccine cards. Officials with the Department of Education did not say how they determined the vaccination cards were fake, only saying that law enforcement is now investigating. In February, some 900 educators and education employees lost their jobs for failing to comply with New York City's vaccine mandate. The teachers union in New York City threatening a lawsuit, saying the teachers haven't had a chance to defend themselves. Time now 9:07, 72 degrees out.
We have a former Spur in the news, Max.
Oh yeah, look at, just take a second, look at your screen.
To see that.
And that's really, I think, how the city of San Antonio appreciates Patty Mills. And he now has a special honor bestowed upon him by the NBA. It's for sportsmanship. We're gonna explain in just a bit.
All right, still ahead, going the extra mile to make sure our drinking water here in San Antonio is free from contaminants. How cleaning caves can actually play a huge part in achieving this goal.
That is an awesome story.
It's very cool.
I'm very jealous whoever got to go into the caves.
Is it Justin Horn?
Probably. He does all that
He's
great
our
stuff.
guy who goes into the caves.
He's our cave correspondent. Time now 9:07, 72 degrees and humid. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for your full forecast in just a bit. Welcome back. This morning we are highlighting San Antonio's main source of water, the Edwards Aquifer. Before water even makes its way over there, it flows through several cave systems.
Our John Paul Barajas reports volunteers are protecting the water by focusing on our local caves.
Way before our time, when we knew far less about how the actions we take would impact generations to come, it was common practice to use caves and sinkholes as essentially dumpsters.
Disposal of waste into some of these karst or cave features has been occurring since probably European settlement.
A lot of waste came from ranchers who found it easy to get rid of their trash and didn't know of the consequences.
It's actually quite common, and it's not just in Texas, but all over the country and also even in Mexico. I've gone to different pits in Mexico that's completely filled with trash, and I think the reason people do that is out of sight.
In San Antonio, one of our main sources of drinking water is the Edwards Aquifer. Rainfall enters caves and sinkholes, and then the water will flow through cracks in the rock into Edwards Aquifer, recharging San Antonio's water supply. But keeping the caves clean is a must because this could contaminate the water.
Some of them are like beer, some of them are from food, and then there's some of them had like gasoline or gas. So those are really, like toxic waste.
And then of course some of the other industrial materials that we have, car batteries, lead batteries we've seen, radiators, we've seen car parts, etc., that have been thrown in these caves and they sit there and they slowly release, the material over time.
But conservation efforts happening now can only do so much.
There's certainly a lot of trash that we just can't get to. We can't physically remove. It's too difficult or actually too dangerous for the volunteers.
And that was John Paul Barajas reporting. You can check out all of our Solutionaries content right now. Just head to youtube.com/solutionaries and you can join in on the conversation today. KSAT will be hosting a live stream event talking about our planet. You can join this afternoon, 2 p.m. on KSAT Plus and of course, KSAT.com.
Very cool story there.
All right, so Sarah, you said some drizzle?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's barely being picked up on the radar, but we're going to show you which areas are getting some drizzle right now. Take a look at your screen. You can see just how light the rain is out there, especially on the north side of town. So let's go ahead and zoom into some of these areas that are getting some of this light rain. All right, quick check here on the north side of town. There's that light rain shower right on 1604 in between Hollywood Park and Live Oak. And then further to the west, across areas like Helotes and near Scenic Oaks, there's just a very, very light rain shower there too, and into Comal County just to the west of 281. That's it. It's unimportant rain. It's not going to help us out where the drought is concerned, but it could make the roads slick in some spots early this morning. Outside cloud cover for us. It's 72 degrees and it is already windy. Winds are from the south at 15 miles per hour. Those winds are funneling that Gulf of Mexico humidity. That's why it feels sticky, it feels icky outside, and it feels windy too. It's 76 in Pleasanton, 78 in Cotulla, 74 in New Braunfels, 69 in Kerrville, 74 in Del Rio. Our average morning low this time of year is 60 degrees, so we're already some 10 to 15 degrees warmer than that, and we have the humidity to thank. Dew points in the upper 60s, low 70s, right in that oppressive range, and those winds funneling in that Gulf of Mexico humidity. Winds are from the south at about 60 miles per hour in Del Rio. These are sustained winds, so not even looking at wind gusts. We've already seen wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, sustained wind of 20 miles per hour near New Braunfels, 15 miles per hour at Stinson, 16 miles per hour in Seguin, and 14 miles per hour in Castroville. Now, it's going to stay windy today throughout the day. We're going to see wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. Usually, after sunset, we often see the winds die down. That is not going to be the case today. We're going to see winds continue to be gusty from the south up to 30 miles per hour late this evening. So if you have Saturday night date plans or any kind of plans outdoors tonight, know that it is going to stay windy. These clouds are going to be stubborn for us, but we will eventually see them clear after the lunch hour, and just a little bit of sun is going to allow those temperatures to soar. Mid-80s in Converse, 88 in Castroville, 89 in Hondo, 87 in Bandera. Up in the Hill Country, low 80s, and here in San Antonio, we'll be at 86. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Staying cloudy with a chance for patchy drizzle like I just showed you through about noon. And then as we head into the afternoon, that's when temperatures are going to start to get into the 80s and mid-80s. It's going to stay windy all day long with sustained winds. 86 for the high. And as I mentioned, tonight it's going to be mild. Temperatures will be in the 70s, but those winds stay high. All right, take a look across the nation. We've got a very dynamic system here. Low pressure system bringing blizzard conditions across the northern Rockies and severe weather across parts of the Midwest. This is that system that is making it so windy in San Antonio, and behind it, we've got a cold front. This cold front is going to move through on Monday and bring us our best chance for rain in a while. We'll be starting to see some showers and storms develop late Sunday night. Then by Monday, scattered showers and storms. Monday night, that'll continue with things clearing out on Tuesday. As far as rainfall goes, we are looking at a safe bet of at least half an inch of rain in many places, which we welcome that for sure. Otherwise, though, this weekend is going to be quiet, humid with some morning drizzle tomorrow and windy as well. By Tuesday, those temperatures take a tumble into the 70s for highs. Hey, coming up, I'm going to show you the pollen count. It doesn't look great today. A couple of allergens out there really causing some issues. Max and Sarah.
Yep, I'm feeling it.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Just about 9:17, 72 degrees out.
All right, still to come, what health experts say can help children reduce their symptoms of depression or resolve anxiety.
And of course, there we go.
Oh, love this.
Daps and hugs, it must be love. Former San Antonio Spur, Patty Mills, honored from the NBA. We're going to explain why in just a bit. Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. So former Spur, now Brooklyn net, Patty Mills, he is now an award winner. He has been named the winner of the Joe Dumars Trophy for the 2021-22 NBA Sportsmanship Award. Each NBA team nominates one of their players for the league, with league executives narrowing down the list of just 6. The NBA players pick the winner, and this year it is Patty Mills. Remember, he signed with Brooklyn as a free agent after 10 seasons in San Antonio, including that 2014 NBA championship. All right, one of the 3 games that will be part of the KSAT Pigskin Classic on August 27th in the Alamo Dome will feature the first game for 2 head coaches with their new respective teams. T.P. Miller of Johnson High School and Mark Soto of Judson. The vacancy that allowed Miller to be promoted as the first-time head coach at Johnson is when Soto actually left the Jaguars to become the new head coach at Judson, where he used to play, and he was actually an assistant coach for the Rockets. Meeting for the first time on the field in the middle game of a triple header.
It was a dream come true. I was thankful for the opportunity from Dr. Micah, from Coach Parker, from Mr. Comalander, our Jaguar Booster Club, our JPA, our community and our student athletes. So I was just really grateful and blessed with the opportunity to be the head coach at Johnson High School.
What was it like for you to get to go home in essence?
It was the job I'd always looked for. I wanted to be just like D.W. Rutledge, and I've got a chance to go there and leave a mark like he did.
All right, so the KSAT Pigskin Classic set for Saturday, August 27th at the Alamodome. So here's a look at the schedule. You can find all the information right now. Just head to ksat.com. And here we go, from football to baseball. Sarah's favorite story of the morning. After 9 consecutive losses, the San Antonio Missions had a chance to clinch their first victory in 12 days last night in Amarillo. All right, so here's the story. 2 outs, 9th inning. Amarillo tied the game, forced extra innings. The 11th inning. Here we go. So you want to take it?
All right, the sneaky sod poodles got the best of the Missions pitcher as he loaded the bases and walked in the game-winning run. And the Missions, they fell to the sod poodles 11-10, and the losing streak extends. And okay, it's nothing against the Missions. We didn't know what a sod poodle was.
We were litigating what a sod poodle was for the better part of 4 breaks.
Okay, so we looked it up. It's actually a prairie dog, but the mascot looks nothing like a prairie dog.
Left us a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Time now, just about 9:23, 73 degrees out.
All right, a new recommendation is out that is focused on helping younger children reduce their depression and anxiety. Those details after the break. Well, for the first time, it's being recommended that children ages 8 and older be screened for anxiety, while children ages 12 and older be screened for depression as well. That's according to the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force. The task force found that screening and providing follow-up care for older children and teens can actually reduce those symptoms of depression and potentially resolve anxiety. Pre-pandemic, about 200 kids were being seen each month for mental health issues.
Time now, just about 9:27, 73 degrees out.
In our next half hour, Congresswoman Marjorie Greene on the witness stand, defending her words before the January 6th Capitol insurrection as she tries to stay on the election ballot.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. 9:30 this morning, April 23rd. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So I got to ask, how are the allergies?
I feel it in my throat right now, and I don't know what it is. When Sarah Spivey gets the pollen count,
back up a little bit, closer this way.
It's totally itchy. I swear, it's just allergies. But when you say the pollen count is bad, I feel like it's like on cue. My allergies are like, oh, it's bad.
Well, it is. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's take a look at the pollen count, though. It is bad, as Sarah said. Molds are high. They're the ones that actually lead the pack today, past 4,000. You know, Oka's high, too, at 950. But, and here's the caveat, yesterday they were at 10,000, so they're down quite a bit from yesterday. Pecan is present. It's actually elevated. It's moderate at 130, and grass is present in low amounts. You know, the grass out there not really pollinating all that much. Could use a good drink of water, and we've actually got a good chance for rain in the forecast over the next few days. We'll be talking about that in a bit. For now, though, know that it is mild. It's 72 degrees at the airport, 75 in Castroville, 68 in Bernie, and it is windy. Winds are from the south at about 15 miles per hour. We are socked into cloud cover right now, but we are going to see some sunshine. Hey, big event going on around San Antonio today, the Great Texas Air Show at GMSA Randolph. We've been talking about it all morning. Gates are open right now, and the show starts at 11. It'll still be cloudy at 11, 78 degrees, but we will see some sunshine in the afternoon. 86 for the high temperature around San Antonio, windy with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. So what are we going to talk about in the forecast? The humid and windy conditions today. All in all, bad hair day totally for us, both humid and windy. Ditto weather tomorrow. It's going to happen again tomorrow with some morning drizzle, and then we'll have a good chance for some rain on Monday. It is nice. It was nice to type that in there this morning because we're in desperate need for rain. More on potential rainfall totals from that event Monday coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a fire in a garage that is being used to store mattresses ends up sending a family of 3 into the night to escape the flames. It happened around 3 o'clock this morning in the 400 block of West South Cross Boulevard. That's near Tupper Avenue on the city's south side. The San Antonio Fire Department says when firefighters got there, the garage was completely on fire. The fire had already spread to a nearby home. However, firefighters were able to put it out quickly. Still, the garage was a total loss, and the front of the home was also damaged. Investigators are now looking into a cause.
All right, so new this morning, San Antonio police asking for your help trying to find a 72-year-old man with a medical condition. Antonio Espinoza last seen yesterday on the west side near SeaWorld on Rim Rock Trail. Police tell us his medical condition requires a doctor's care. Espinoza is 5 feet 7 inches tall, 170 pounds, brown eyes, gray and black hair. He was last seen wearing blue jeans with a long sleeve maroon button-up shirt. Also goes by the name Tony. So if you have any information that can help find him, you can ask, or you are asked to call the SAPD's missing persons unit. That number on your screen, 210-207-7660.
Happening today, if you hear any rumbling in the skies, especially if you live near the JBSA Randolph area, it's because the air show is in town.
That's right. We have the Great Texas Air Show, and it has been a year plus in the making. Jonathan Cotto joining us live. So, Jonathan, how's the look out there?
It is looking great, Max and Sarah. Folks are coming in. Everyone's taking pictures with the aircraft that are part of the static display. And let me tell you, a lot is being celebrated here this weekend. Of course, as we know, it's the Air Force's 75th anniversary, as well as April being the month of the military child. And I'm here with Tracy Brown, who's going to explain a little bit of what's taking place here at this tent. Good morning, Tracy. How are you?
Thank you, Jonathan. I'm here I work with the Military Child Education Coalition, and it is our mission to ensure that every military-connected child is career, life, and work ready. So what we're out here doing today is we are partnering with HEB. We are really excited to be out here and enjoy a strong partnership with HEB. And we're out here giving back to military children here in San Antonio today. So we're giving back for their sacrifice. You know, they serve too. We say kids serve too. Military children serve too. So we're hoping that all military children come by today and visit our HEB tent, grab some cookies, grab some giveaways. We've got some fun prizes and fun games.
Awesome, awesome, definitely. So if you're watching this and you're heading over, make sure to come over to the HEB red tent and pick up your baggie. Let's take a look at what's inside these bags, yeah? Yeah.
So HEB's got some prizes and they've got some cookies. They've got some giveaways. Over here we've got some t-shirts that look a lot like mine, but they have HEB on them as well. We have some games, we have some books, but HEB really is the one that brought all of the cookies. Come and just get you a handful of cookies. And anyway, it's our way to give back, and it's our way to say thank you to military children. And at Military Child Education Coalition and our partnership with HEB, you know, we both strive to make sure that military children are thriving.
Tracy, thank you so much, folks. There you have it. Jets will be in the sky starting at 11. And if you come by, come get yourself one of these treats here. Back to you, Max and Sarah.
Jonathan Cotto, thank you so much. So as you just heard, organizers expecting a huge turnout this weekend for the Great Texas Air Show, and that means road closures and a lot of traffic out there near JBSA Randolph. Stephen Cavazzo says everything you need to know if you plan to head out this morning in our Traffic Authority report.
If your plans are at JBSA Randolph this weekend for the Great Texas Air Show, well, make sure to plan ahead. Now, while things look fine at this hour, we want you to be prepared because there will be a few closures and, of course, some directions. Let's go ahead and start here. If you are traveling from 35 over on the northeast side, take a turn east on Loop 1604, that is. Then you'll proceed to FM 78, take a left, and then proceed to the Air Show entrance. If you are traveling in from Church Cibolo, it's pretty simple. Turn south on FM 1518 and then follow the signs to that Air Show entrance. If you are traveling in from I-10 coming in from Seguin, here are some of the directions. Take a turn north on FM 1518, then proceed to Lower Seguin Road. Take a left and then you'll proceed to the Air Show entrance. Traveling in from I-10 in the downtown San Antonio area, well, you're in luck. Pretty simple here as well. Turn north on Loop 1604, head to Lower Seguin Road, then take a right, and then you'll hit the Air Show entrance. Of course, this information is already on our website. We want to remind you, open your camera app and scan this QR code. That will not just have a list of closures impacting this weekend, but anything that could be impacting your commute. Again, scan this QR code and that will take you directly to the KSAT traffic page.
And it's not just the air show happening today and this weekend. The 75th annual Poteet Strawberry Festival continues, and event planners are going all out this year. In about 30 minutes, a parade will start. And some of the entertainers performing include Sarah Evans, Kevin Fowler, and Randall King. Tickets are $20 today and tomorrow, and everyone 13 years and older needs a ticket. The festival usually takes place before Fiesta, but this changed this year since Fiesta was much earlier than normal. But you can read more about this right now. Just head to KSAT.com.
All right, in your morning headlines, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene testifying as some voters in Georgia are seeking to disqualify her from being on the ballot.
ABC's White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks on Capitol Hill with the story.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia, known for her often extreme language and for repeating fraudulent claims about the 2020 election, the first sitting Republican lawmaker to publicly testify about the January 6th insurrection. On the stand, Greene defiant, saying over and over she did not recall much from the days before the riot.
My question is just about whether anybody at all ever mentioned to you the possibility of violence.
I don't remember. I have no idea. I don't think so.
The court compelling Greene to testify after a group of voters sued to bar her from office under an obscure provision of the Constitution dating back to after the Civil War that could disqualify someone if they engaged in an insurrection or rebellion. And on the same day that Greene was pressed about her actions ahead of January 6th, Republican leader Kevin McCarthy faced questions about his statements after the violence. In new audio recordings released by the New York Times, McCarthy referring to President Trump, telling his colleagues, "I've had it with this guy," saying he thought Trump might be removed from office and should resign, something McCarthy's office had previously denied he ever said.
And the only discussion I would have with him is that I think this will pass, and it would be my recommendation we should resign.
Now, McCarthy overnight tried to downplay all of this. He said that he never actually told the former president he thought he should resign. We know he's been in touch with Trump since this audio came out, and we all saw that McCarthy very publicly in the days right after January 6th changed his tune and literally stood shoulder to shoulder with Trump within days. Mary Alice Parks, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
Time now just about 9:40, 73 degrees out.
Texas Eats heading to Houston as David Elder meets up with the winner of the TS show Master Chef. We have a preview in just a bit.
We take like a very different approach to steak and eggs. We serve the ribeye marinated in a bunch of nice different sauces so that it's like a balance of sweet, salty. And then we actually serve it with pate, some French bread, a fried egg, some Maggi sauce. So we shave a little bit of raclette cheese on top to add even more unctuousness.
It's so gooey. I'm over here like trying to get a little piece of it, and it's just so gooey. This is the steak and eggs out here, and that's the bite. Wow. The steak and eggs out here at the Blind Goat are unlike any other steak and eggs you're gonna find at a brunch spot. And this place is just loading it up with all kinds of traditional Vietnamese flavors, but with a modern American twist. It's so unctuous.
Yeah.
Very great use of a fat on there. And you know, fat is flavor.
Yes, exactly. That's what I always say.
Well, already, welcome back. It is cloudy out there, it is windy, and it is humid. And the wind and the humidity are going to stick with us all weekend long, although these clouds are going to clear out of here into the afternoon. Take a look at the satellite and the temperatures here. It is warm already. It is near 80 degrees in Pleasanton. It's 73 in Hondo, 74 in New Braunfels, 70 in Kerrville, 75 in Del Rio. And as we zoom in here, you can really see that there's starting to be some breaks in the clouds. Out towards Seguin, we're seeing plenty of sunshine, and throughout areas in southern Bexar County, pretty much south of Highway 90, starting to see some sunshine as well. That's why Stinson is so much warmer than the airport, because they're seeing a little bit of sun out there. 77 in Castroville, 75 Port SA, 68 at Bernie Stage Airfield, 70 in Bandera, and 70 up in Kerrville. But again, very humid out there. Those dew points are high. This is sticky, icky weather out there today with dew points in the upper 60s and low 70s. You're going to feel every degree. In fact, this afternoon, we should even have a bit of a heat index value. Winds out there right now on the breezy side from the south, sustained at 15 miles per hour. Now, that's our sustained winds, but we've already seen wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to be the case today, too. Throughout the day, wind gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour, but this evening, it's going to get even windier. Take a look at this evening's wind gusts, potentially up to about 30 mile per hour wind gusts. So if you have Saturday night plans, know that it is going to be windy wherever you go across the metro area. Those winds are going to be sustained at 20, gusting up to 30. All right, here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. It's cloudy out there right now, and yes, there are some areas of patchy drizzle, but not everybody is seeing driving drizzle this morning. Winds will continue to be from the south, and as we head into the afternoon, that's when we're going to see some sunglasses out, because you're going to need them this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. In the later half of the afternoon, we'll be near 86 degrees for the afternoon high temperature. And then this evening, as the sun sets, temperatures are going to fall into the 70s. So it'll be a mild evening, but it will be windy. Winds are going to be sustained from the south at about 20 miles per hour. Forecast high temperature of 86 in San Antonio today, a little bit above the average of 82, but the further west you go, the hotter it'll be. It'll be closer to 90 degrees for Hondo, Uvalde, Sabinal, and near 90 in Pleasanton as well. Low 80s rather in the Hill Country, 83 in Kerrville, 83 in Bernie. All right, here's our big weather system. You can see how dynamic this is. Air moves around a low pressure system in a counterclockwise fashion, and you can actually really see that swirl there. On the west side of this system, a lot of snowfall for the Rockies. On the east side of the system, some severe weather for parts of Minnesota. And this cold front behind it is what's going to be bringing us our best chance for rain in a while around San Antonio. We do have to wait until Monday for that, though. Rainfall potential looks good across the entire state, most of the entire state of Texas, with the exception of the Panhandle and West Texas. Anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of rain is possible in spots, especially up towards San Angelo and Dallas. And that's good because most of us are under extreme or exceptional drought. But what about San Antonio? What about the Alamo City? We're expected to get on the action too. In the Hill Country, we could see up to 1 inch of rainfall, healthy rainfall, and then regardless, widespread up to 1/2 inch of rain is a safe bet for Monday. We are going to be on the lookout for some isolated strong to severe storms within the scattered showers and storms on Monday. But we'll keep you updated there. Make sure to have the KSAT Weather Authority app handy. All in all, though, I'm just happy to see rain there on the forecast. It's going to be humid and warm this weekend if you have outdoor plans. No rain for us this weekend. But again, Monday looks like a day for rain. And then we'll only see high temperatures in the 70s on Tuesday. So that's a real deal cold front, as I've been saying all morning, cooling us down and bringing us rain. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 9:48, 73 degrees out.
Okay, can you imagine living completely off the grid without paying any utility bills? Well, you can do so in Earthship. It also benefits the environment. We'll tell you about those in just a bit.
Yesterday was Earth Day, and we, like millions of others, took time to appreciate everything that Mother Nature provides us. I even posted on social media.
Good for you.
I know, right? So we also talk about how we can take better care of our nature.
Yeah, every single day, not just on Earth Day. So one group called Earthship Biotecture takes care of Earth by building sustainable homes that are completely off the grid, that don't just, take better care of our planet, but it also takes care of you and your wallet.
Yeah.
So I spoke with someone who actually lives in what's called an Earthship home. He builds them as well, and he says there are ways to live comfortably without impacting the environment. With warmer climates, erratic weather, drought, your home could easily cost you lots of money in utility bills, endure damage, or lose access to necessities like thousands of homes did during the 2021 winter storm. It's why since the 1970s, architect Michael Reynolds invented the concept of Earthships, homes that can function independently and are also sustainable and friendly to planet Earth.
Conventional housing is almost like being sort of on a life support system in a way. The only way that conventional building can exist is with all these tubes and wires, being connected up to it and mechanically sustaining it, where the Earthship has none of that.
Phil Basehart has lived in an Earthship for over 20 years, builds them and educates others on how they work.
Earthships are built with natural and recycled materials like tires, mud, bottles, and cans, with energy conservation in mind using things like solar panels. Earthships are uniquely designed to produce water, electricity, and food for the people that live in them. Get this, they are always 70 degrees inside, no matter the heat or cold on the outside, using a system of thermal mass, aka tires packed with soil, and passive solar heating.
We also cool with convection, so we kind of harness these natural phenomena and heat and cool the buildings passively, and they're oriented towards the sun.
Every drop of water that lands on an Earthship roof is used 4 times over, drinking, showering, flushing toilets, and then that gray water is used to water plants that generate food. So homes can subsist and even thrive without taking water from the ground or municipal sources. The biggest obstacle Basehart says they face can be city code violations, which is why most are built in rural areas.
So there's ways around it, but yes, it can and has been challenging.
Basehart says these homes are not only practical, but says living this way also helps out our planet. He says climate change is real, and real changes on how we live need to be made.
So we do need to start to wake up to how our comfortable lifestyle here in the U.S. is impacting the environment around us, and it is a real thing. And there are solutions, and they're not uncomfortable solutions.
Okay, so some Earthships can actually be pretty expensive and luxurious. Some can cost up to $1 million. However, if you want a smaller, more affordable Earthship, you can learn to build one yourself. Earthship Biotecture has an education apprentice program that teaches their concepts and teaches you how to build your own. So you can check out our website. We have more information on that.
So many questions.
Okay.
First and foremost, would you ever consider living in an Earthship?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. No utility bills. So one of the biggest things he said is a regular conventional house is a house on life support, meaning you can't live in it without attachment to utilities provided by the city.
You need help from the outside world.
You need water and you need electricity, and those things in an Earthship, the home provides for those. So it's a sustainable option. So it's your bills. He was telling me, he's like, I've lived in this Earthship for 20 years. I've never paid a bill other than, filling up my propane tank every 3 months, because that's what they use to power the stove.
We are in San Antonio, so is this possible for anyone to do in San Antonio?
I think one of the biggest things that was my question, because code is what they run into, and he said basically if you live in a county in the rural and you're not plugging into municipal water or
SAWS or CPS.
Yeah, he's like, then the county kind of just lets you do what you need to do.
So more rural areas, this would be okay?
Yes.
Okay. Sarah Costa, online?
Online, KSAT.com.
There you go. Time now, 9:56, 74 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
All right, one last look at the pollen count before you go, but you may want to close your eyes because it doesn't look all that good. Molds are high, past 4,000. Oak is high too, 950, and we're looking at moderate amounts of pecan as well. We're going to start to see skies clear afternoon, and in the afternoon we'll be looking at a high temperature of 86. It's going to be windy, it's going to be humid. Ditto weather tomorrow, and we'll be looking at some scattered showers and storms on Monday, hoping for some good rain on Monday.
Got you some humidity, got you some rain. Got you some wind.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for that. That was great.
Of course.
Thank you for watching. That is it for us, but Texas Eats starts right now.